Hi, I'm Bryan.
And I'm Em, and we've been in a relationship for 2.5 years. Today we'll be answering some questions about our relationship. Do you remember how we met?
I do remember how we met. We met on Tinder. That was in 2017, and my first impression of her was that she was very small and I was very large. But eventually we got along, and now look at us 2.5 years later.
How did your family react when they found out I was your girlfriend?
My parents were initially a bit hesitant about it. My father is Indian and my mother is Chinese. So in my father's eyes, ideally I would have found an Indian girlfriend. In my mother's eyes, ideally I would have found a Chinese girlfriend. But I suppose that was just the initial reaction. After I introduced Em to my parents and they got to know her better, they eventually started to really like her. Is there any backlash you have gotten from our relationship?
Only in the beginning, because we started our relationship very secret. Because in Filipino culture, the boy is expected to court the girl. And with courting the girl comes courting the parents. What my parents wanted for their only daughter is for him to ask my father if he could court me. And what happened instead is that we met on Tinder. I didn't tell anybody about him. A month later, we got into a relationship. Eventually, I didn't want to hide him anymore, so I slowly started introducing the idea of him. But my parents finding out that he was my boyfriend was still to the disappointment. But after 2.5 years of dating, my parents have learned and started to really love him and trust our relationship.
How do you think others view your relationship considering that it is interracial?
I don't think that people think too much about it actually. In this social climate, it's not strange. You know, when it's at our level, you know, with your peers, same age, surrounded by all the different cultures and races your entire lives, it's not odd to see interracial couples.
It also helps that the both of us look very racially ambiguous. From my experience, my circle of friends, my family, they don't really have a lot to say about our interracialness. And I think that's a given in 2020 or even in 2017 when we got together.
What are your views on other interracial relationships in Singapore?
My heart flutters, especially when it's an Indian and Chinese couple, because after all, I am Chindian myself. And I think that people should be more open to the idea. Imagine if you're, let's say, one race, and when it comes to dating, you choose to go and restrict yourself to that one race. Imagine the amount of potential life partners you could be missing out on.
I also find it really unfortunate when interracial couples face backlash from their parents, because if they are happier together, if they make each other better people, then that should be the only worry for the parents if the children are happy. Yeah. For any interracial or interreligious couples out there who are facing problems, getting the acceptance from their family, just remember that you love the person that you love, but that doesn't mean that you can't approach your family about it in a more gentle and respectful way. Just respect each other's cultures and religions, and eventually they will see you for the person that you are.
You have to go and stay true to yourself. Your family is not the one getting into the relationship with the person, it's you. If you feel like it's right for you, then fight for that.
So for this Valentine's Day, we wish all couples to fight for their love and fight for who you are. Happy Valentine's Day!